This is Ask Isak. We teed it up on Sky Sports social media accounts, giving you at home the chance to ask this man absolutely anything. Alexander, we had thousands of questions. I've picked the best ones. You ready for this?
Yes, I'm ready. Let's go.
Before we get going, we are here, of course, at the launch of the Adidas boots. These are your new boots for the season, the Predators. What are your thoughts on them?
I like them. A bit retro, you know, from back in the days.
Yeah.
So yeah, I look forward to playing in them.
You're going to be scoring a lot of goals in these?
That's the plan.
That's the plan. I like it. Loving the tongue as well. Right, let's get cracking. Who is the toughest opponent you've ever faced?
Probably say maybe Sergio Ramos back in Real Madrid.
Wow, what a player. I mean, obviously you've played against a lot of good players. What makes him so special?
It's just very, very tough defender, you know, good at defending, plays very physical. So yeah.
Of course, you've got so many great players that you've played with at Newcastle, but in your career as well, is there one player that stands out as a best teammate that you've ever had?
David Silva, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, in Real Sociedad. Yeah, it just has that quality, you know, that you don't really see too often. And yeah, it was a pleasure to play with him.
I bet he was unbelievable in training, David Silva.
Yeah, small-sided games, if you had him in your team, you'd be lucky.
You want him in your team, not the opposition team.
Nah, exactly.
I like it. Who do you think is the greatest striker in Premier League history?
Must be Alan Shearer, no?
Yeah, you got clever, because Newcastle links, yeah?
Yeah, with his record, you know.
Next up, just says, you've played in the Bundesliga, La Liga and the Premier League. What are the main differences? I like this question.
Bundesliga, I didn't really play too much, but it's quite direct football.
Okay.
Spain is more technical, more possession. I think Premier League it's very, very high tempo, very fast game, physically demanding because of the tempo.
Which is the toughest league to play in? As someone that's played in all of them, which league is the hardest and the most competitive, would you say?
I think Premier League is the best league.
Yeah.
But it's hard to say which one is the toughest because it depends of the style of play. I think Premier League, yeah, is tough in a way, but I think it suits me better as well. So for me, it feels better playing here.
I was going to ask you actually, that's the league that suits your game the best, do you think, the Premier League?
Yeah, I think so. I think in general, as an offensive player, because it's very direct and, you know, you get a lot of chances. So I think, yeah, for me, I prefer it this way.
Have you mastered the Geordie accent yet?
Quite well, I think.
Yeah.
There's still some players in the team where it might take a bit longer to understand.
Is there? Come on, who? Like who?
Paul Dummett.
Yeah. So you struggle when Paul Dummett is talking to understand him?
Yeah, now sometimes you just have to ask extra time, you know.
Say that again, Paul.
Yeah, exactly. But I think it's fine.
Yeah.
I don't think it's too hard to understand.
Can you give us any Geordie to that camera, YO man?
Ari Orchid.
Love it.
Yeah.
Next one, a lot of people asking about this, just says, what is Zlatan like in person?
He's very chilled. He's like funny obviously with glimpses of what everyone sees. Yeah. So I think he is like that, but...
Is he? So he's like what we see on TV, he's like that all the time?
No, like not maybe to that level, but he's like for sure he has that in his personality.
Yeah, because he has had some amazing quotes and moments in his career. He's someone that whenever he talks, you listen. So when you're in a changing room with someone like that, is there a big presence about him?
Yeah, I think, and that's it's quite obvious, you know, with the career he has and, you know, everything he's done. So he brings a lot to a team. I can imagine he did to the national team. So,
other than St James's Park, what's your favourite stadium to play at?
I'll probably say Bernabeu in Rome.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was that like to play at?
Really cool. Impressive stadium. Great experience.
Do you get more nervous when you're playing in front of an atmosphere in a stadium like that because that is such an iconic venue, or do you actually thrive in those sort of moments?
No, I like it.
You like it?
Yeah, I don't think you go there with more pressure. I'd say less.
Really?
Yeah, because playing Real Madrid away.
Yeah. It's like you've made it.
Yeah. Like you'd always expect Real Madrid to win, so I think the pressure comes off a bit. Okay. And you can relax more, play your game.
And how about in the Premier League then? Is there a best atmosphere that you've played at, one stadium other than St James's Park in the Premier League, would you say?
Anfield is good.
Yeah.
It's very good.
You'd say Anfield would be the standout for an away team. Obviously you play home games at St James's
Park.
That's the loudest for you.
Yeah, probably. I think the average level is very high in the Premier League.
And in terms of St James's Park, we've seen it's rocking there all the time. The fans absolutely love you there. How nice has that been for you to see that reaction from the fans? And how special is it playing at St James's Park?
It's very special. It gives like that extra energy to play, and it makes it more fun as well. Yeah, I don't think I ever like enjoyed playing home games as I do here.
So in your entire career then, this is the happiest you've been playing football, you'd say?
Yeah, probably at the moment. Since I came, it's been going really good, for me personally and for the team, so it's nothing to complain about.
Next up, bit of a fun one this, just says, who is the best dancer at Newcastle?
I think judging from what we've seen last season, it has to be Dan Burn.
You're giving it to Dan Burn, yeah?
Dan Burn, yes. He doesn't dance a lot, but I think when we saw it, it was nice.
But when he does, you know about it. So if you had a dance off, Dan Burn takes it. Can I ask you what your reaction was when you saw that?
Yeah, to be fair, it was a bit awkward.
Was it?
No, it was funny. It was funny.
Worst dancer, is there one player you think he can't dance at all?
I think the level is quite low.
Is it the bar's low?
The bar is low for Dan Burn, being first. The level must be low.
Great answer.
It's not many that's dancing.
It's not a high bar.
No, it's not.
Next one just says, what is the best thing about the city of Newcastle?
I'd say the fans. How passionate they are. It's like a really hard-working city. With the people here, everywhere you go, you either see Newcastle fans or flags or anything. You always see something that has to do with Newcastle, and I think that's really special about this city.
Next one just says, who's your best friend in football?
Probably say Sven Botman.
Okay.
He's next to me in the locker room.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. Spend a lot of time together.
Okay, last question. Just says, if you had to be stuck on a desert island with one Newcastle teammate, who would you choose and why?
Probably say Joe Linton. I feel like he has survival instinct. You can see on the pitch, he's like a warrior.
Yeah.
So I think that'd probably be needed.
Alex, love that. Thank you for the time, mate.
Thank you.
All the best for the rest of the season.
Cheers.